What was the worst part for Avis, David?
Well, yeah, the worst part was the decline in rental car pricing. It was way off. It was off 4%. Some analysts had it down 1.5%. So big miss on just the pricing they get from consumers who are renting cars out in the market. And then they get the double whammy here because they also are selling cars at bad prices, and so the depreciation rates, which is a big cost for rental car companies. In fact, it's the biggest cost. Was up 10% for them. The market didn't really see this coming, and part of it is Hertz is selling a lot of cars, driving down the prices of rental cars, used rental cars in the market, and everybody else suffers. But they just didn't see these numbers coming from Hertz, or rather from Avis. And when Avis pulled back their guidance, the shares really took a pounding.
Was this the trough, though? That's the big question.
That's sort of what Larry DeShawn, the CEO, is indicating. He's saying that they started to see rental car prices inch up a bit in June, and then in July, he said there was a bit of a continuation in August. So he's indicating that maybe the bottom is here. He was also saying that maybe as Hertz stabilizes its fleet, in terms of turning over, selling the old cars and getting new sport utility vehicles in, that we could see some more stable pricing out there. By the way, Larry didn't mention Hertz. He kept saying a competitor, but we kind of all know that Hertz is dumping a lot of cars and turning their fleet over. So that's really what's happening is Hertz restructuring is having an impact on the other players.
David, what do we know about the pace of cars coming off of lease going forward? Because that's affecting the price in the resale market, right?
Sure. What you're seeing in the used car market, and the reason that used car prices have been down, they've stabilized a bit lately, but they've been down most of the year, is that you've got this influx of cars coming off lease. That's general consumers out there leasing cars. There are a lot of them. There was a leasing binge over the last 3-4 years. Now the cars are coming back, and someone's got to buy them at dealer auctions, on dealer used lots, private sales, you name it. And at the same time, rental car companies have just had too many vehicles in their fleets, not enough people renting them, so they've had to sell cars. And then, on top of all of that, Hertz has a bunch of passenger cars. We're talking compacts and family sedans that the market doesn't want. They bought them cheap a couple years ago, and now they're all coming back, and they want to get them out of the fleet, get sport utility vehicles in there, so they're dumping those on the market. So everyone's trying to get rid of old vehicles that don't have a lot of miles on them, and it's making it tough on anybody who's in that business.